Hi guys, good evening. I think it's been a while since I have spoken to you guys one-on-one. I I'm Satyamed Nandedkar. I am a chartered accountant, ACCA affiliate, CS and USCMA. But most of you have known me on this side as your tutor. So, as all of you know, I have been an ACCA tutor for the last 5.5 years or more, and I have mentored 6,500 plus students so far. Over the course of these 5.5 years, I must have done some 67, 68 batches and produced more than 85% results quarter on quarter in any subject that I have taught. Now, my repertoire of subjects, initially, of course, I started off with the knowledge level, but as time progressed, I moved on to the skill level and ultimately to the professional level, and I can proudly say I have taught every single subject in the 15 subject bouquet that ACCA offers. It's been a while that I have been doing this, and over the course of last 5.5 years, I must have mentored, as I said, around 6,500 plus students and delivered more and more global and all India ranks quarter on quarter. Now, as some of you are aware, the last time we met, things were not exactly the same. The last time I was in a classroom, things or my health took a turn for the worse and things really went off track. Those of you who knew or who were in my batch at that point in time, who were in touch with me at that point in time, must have seen that this was not the face I came up with. My voice was barely audible, of course. Now it's loud and clear is what I would like to believe. My voice was barely audible and my face was not what it is right now. There was a inflammation, and you of course know what my face looked like some months ago. I'm talking about a time which is 3.5 months ago. Now, somewhere, as you know, me and technology, we are not the best of friends, but I am making my effort to go ahead with it anyway. So the last time we met, you know what this looked like, and because of those circumstances, I had to take some time off. I had to withdraw, I had to exit from teaching, and it was, trust me, not one of the easiest decisions for me. It was in fact a very tough decision. I cannot, or I have not imagined myself out of a classroom ever. All I knew is I was in front of a laptop teaching students as they came. But because of my health issues, I had to get hospitalized, and there was a surgery and a whole lot of things that happened in between, because of which I was not in action. I was away, and I wanted to be away from, because my doctors had recommended that, this is not the right time to do any more teaching. I was clocking 16 hours, 18 hours per day, and by the way, enjoying every minute of it. No complaints on that front. So I decided to take a step back, and I was only doing bits and pieces here and there, not necessarily in the same field, but you know how passionate I am about teaching. You know how I absolutely love this more than anything else in the big wide world. So while I was away, I was not happy. I was distraught that there was this one thing that I loved more than anything else that I have done, and I was not able to do it. So, and all this while, of course, a lot of students who I have mentored in the past, people who have studied with me, all of them were reaching out for some form of help or the other. And naturally, at that point, I was not taking a batch, I was not doing any active teaching, so I could not help people, although that is the one thing I always want to do. The whole objective of getting into this activity, maybe back in the day when I started off in 2019, I know at that point it was a couple of extra bucks, but over time, as I have evolved, as I have started enjoying the process, the objective is to help as many people as possible in as many ways as possible. So when people reached out, and they were very understanding, they knew that I couldn't conduct a live batch, and I was unhappy because I could not help them the way I really wanted them to. So, but I really wanted to get back into the whole teaching activity, the whole teaching business. So, you know how much I love it from the bottom of my heart. I mean, just give me an Excel sheet, Times New Roman, size 11, no grid lines, and that is my field, and I start playing from the word go. But the one thing that I lacked at this point in time was, me and technology, not the best of friends. There have been so many times, you know, if any one of you has studied with me, I keep on asking doubts in class. How should I turn this off? How should I turn that on? And you know how the equation is. I can't even handle my phone, for God's sake. So I did not have the access to the kind of technology and the kind of platform that is needed to mentor students for their ACCA exams. So I decided to partner with someone who has these basic capabilities, who has the platform which will make the students' ACCA journey easier. Allow me to get to that partner in a minute. All this while I was, you know, taking my much needed rest, which so many of you, by the way, prescribed me to along with the doctors, I did realize that there is so much more that I can do. I can do chartered accountancy, I can do CFA, I can do so many courses that are out there, one thing at a time, no diet coke, no 6 cups of tea, and of course, you know, having a very balanced life. So of course, that's a separate joke. The people who know me, they will of course know what I'm talking about. But I decided to focus and come back in that domain where people said they needed my help the most. So I decided, okay, let's get back into the ACCA business, and your December exam is just around the corner. I know at this point there are 1,000 questions going on in your mind. We know the concept, but we don't know how to write the answer. We know the formula, but we don't know how to apply it. We don't know exactly how the answer has to be structured. What is the skeleton of that answer? We have no clue about that. So I thought, what I must do at this point is to help as many people as possible. I should conduct a series of success sprint sessions. Now, what are these success sprint sessions? I will get to that in a minute. But before that, I'll introduce the setup that I have partnered with. I have partnered with a company called Plutus Education, which has a brilliant learning management system online platform that will make your ACCA journey easier. So, you know what? People who know me will relate to this. I'm talking like a true YouTuber. Please like, comment, and subscribe. But as you do so, you will realize that when you come to my YouTube page, you will see a whole lot of descriptions. And if you click on today's video, which you must, in the description box, allow me a moment. You know what? At this point, I do expect some of you to be around so that you can actually help me with this. So here, as you can see, go to the description box and you will see a host of links. Now, what are these links about? As I said, I have partnered with a setup called Plutus Education, which is basically going to provide you the kind of platform that is needed for success in the ACCA exams, while I continue to do the one thing that I like to do, and I really hope something that I am good at. So I am conducting, or I will be conducting, success sprint sessions and exam preparation marathons for 7 subjects. Now, which are these 7 subjects? There's strategic business leadership, SBL, there's strategic business reporting, there's advanced financial management, then there's advanced audit and assurance at the P level, and at the skill level, I will be conducting success sprint sessions for subjects like financial reporting, for performance management, and for audit and assurance. Now, what I want you to do is very simple. Just click on this link and you will be directed to a page which is basically the landing page for the success sprint sessions. Now, if you observe here, we have given an overview of what all we are going to do, followed by, of course, as you can see on this side, what you have is, you have a link. Once you click on this link, it will take you to a page where you have to enter your mobile number. Once you enter your mobile number, you will get an OTP, and once you click on that OTP, what you will get is, just one second, I'll show you how this works. See, I've forgotten my number. How silly is that? Four. Yes. Let me just check my OTP. So what you have to do is pretty simple. 10, of course, why am I telling you my OTP? The one thing that you should not tell anyone is your OTP. Here I teach cybersecurity in AAA and I'm giving you a recipe for disaster. बांटते रहो अपना OTP हर एक को. Anyway, now as you can see, what you have to do is you will get a link here. You have to click on this link buy now. You have to, it will take you to the payment page. And of course, you know better than I do how the entire payment mechanism works. Now, coming back to the main part that I wanted to talk about, what are these success sprint sessions? Now, these success sprint sessions are designed exclusively for your examinations. And what are they going to do? As I told you, there are certain basic problem areas that all of us are facing. How to write answers, what should be the exam strategy, what should be my study plan for the last 25 days, how should I go about it? So for each of these subjects, there's going to be a detailed 25-hour session, minimum 25-hour session. Apart from strategic business leader, for all other subjects, there's going to be a 25-hour session which will encompass revision in the form of flowcharts, which will help you in memorizing and remembering the concepts really well. If you just study these flowcharts, I can assure you 75% of the MCQs are in your pocket. You don't have to do anything else. For skill level, I will also be covering 15 plus section C questions from everyone. What you of course know how section C questions work. They need a detailed understanding and a very descriptive approach to answer writing. So we'll be covering 15 section C questions in FR and PM, 20 section B questions, that is descriptive questions, in AA, where I'll be giving you a skeleton for each question and how to frame the answers. So that will help you set the right tone for your skill level papers, be it FR, be it PM, be it AA. So make sure that you register for the sessions. I'll tell you what the pricing and all is, don't worry about that. At the professional level, there are 4 papers for which I will be conducting these sessions. For SBR, that is strategic business reporting, we'll be doing a super 30 session wherein we'll be covering 30 past examination questions, and for each question I will guide you on how to frame the answer. I will write the answer for you so that you get a complete clarity on how answers have to be written. There will be flowcharts that will be circulated for easy reference. There will be two mock exams followed by a debrief session on each, and written feedback for every paper that you submit. Then we'll also have sessions on examiner reports, on important technical articles, and most important, exam writing tips and preparation strategies. The same model we have for AAA, where we'll be covering the concepts at a rapid pace along with the flowcharts, followed by in-depth time devoted for writing section A and section B questions. I will also be covering right from the basics, what points to underline, how to make the flowcharts, how to do your rough work, and how to frame your answer. So for AAA, that is what we are going to do. For advanced financial management, there is a 2-day AFM marathon where I will be covering 4 topics: mergers and acquisition, everyone's favorite including mine, risk management, with stepwise approach. And believe me, and you can ask anyone who has studied with me, the moment you follow the stepwise approach that I have given you, there is no way on this planet that you can get a risk management question wrong. We'll also be covering international investment appraisal, and we'll be covering mergers and acquisitions. All of these are compulsory questions in your exam, so make sure that you attend the session for these topics specifically in AFM. It will be followed by mocks, flowcharts, so those parts remain the same. And for strategic business leader, which is a unique case study based paper, there will be a full 1-day session from morning 10 till 6 in the evening. Of course, I'll give you adequate breaks, 12-minute breaks, 13-minute breaks, you know how that works. I'll be giving you a full day session on how to attempt questions for your SBL exam, including an analysis of any other material that comes for preparation for the final exam. So a 1-day session on SBL will enable you to get the kind of success that you want for yourself. So this is the basic plan. The links for all of these are given here. The enrollment forms are, there's no separate enrollment form. All you have to do is you have to click here, go to the link and get yourself registered. People who know me, you can always drop a message in the comment section for any queries that you have. Those who have my number can message me. My number is 770904155. That's my number, 770904155. My mail ID is satyamedh@gmail.com, satyamedh@gmail.com. This is my mail ID. So if you want to get in touch on my email, if you want to get in touch on my WhatsApp, all routes are open for you. Just make sure that you make the right call so that your exam preparation process can be done properly in the way it is expected to, without having any last minute hassles. So I'm looking forward to launching this exclusive set of Success Sprint sessions with Plutus Education, with whom I have partnered on, as I said, on several fronts. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. You know, when you study with me, I take care of everything end to end. Every single point that you need for your exam preparation is given in excruciating detail, if that is the right word. If you want any more proof of that, you can always check out my testimonials on LinkedIn. You can talk to people who have studied with me, or you can talk to me, and make sure that you attend the sessions for your own benefit. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you. People who want a one-on-one discussion on any counseling or any exam related tips, you have my phone number, you have my email ID. You can always reach out to me and we can take it from there. Looking forward to seeing all of you. And most important, when I was down, when I was not well, and I was going through what was probably a tougher phase of my life, I got a lot of support from my extremely affectionate and supportive students. They were with me every step of the way, right from the time I was hospitalized. They made sure that I ate on time, I was well fed. Some of them, of course, you know who you are, they came to my house to physically restrain me from teaching, because even with that face and that voice, I was conducting classes. In the last quarter where I taught, of course, this quarter I haven't taught, in the last quarter that I taught, my journey, for as difficult as it was on the physical and the emotional and mental front, it was made easier by all of you who stood by me through my toughest time. And I am immensely grateful. I'm hugely indebted. And this is my way of trying to give it back to the entire student community who has stood by me through thick and thin, and who has made me resurrect myself like a phoenix. So thank you so much, guys. And whenever you want any guidance on ACCA, you know I'm always there to help you out. And I'm not a call center, so I'm not going to charge you for every call that you're going to make me. You know how it works with me. I might miss out on a call here or there. You just have to call me again. I'm bad with replying to calls these days. But thank you so much for your time. Thank you for tuning into this session. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in the Success Sprint sessions. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day and see you all very soon. Thank you.